Good morning, everybody. It is Kathy with Backyard Columbus, and today is another video following my rat chronicles. So just a word of warning that if you have a weak stomach and you don't want to see a dead rat, then this video is probably not for you. But had a very eventful night again last night, so I'm going to take you over and show you what is going on in my suburban backyard in Dublin City Schools. And it's really pretty ridiculous. So pan around here. So as always, like I've shown you before, the major part of the activity actually now is in two places predominantly, although they're all over the yard. I'm gonna pan over this way. While I was looking out my upstairs window, I noticed that way over there, and yes, there's a reason I have tongs in my hand, there were three great big fat rats running back and forth between going under a tunnel, under one of my garden beds, and under our boat deck. So again, to refresh anyone's memory or to pronounce this one more time, the rats in our yard have absolutely nothing to do with the fact that we have backyard chickens. It has everything to do with the fact that the city came through and widened Hard Road, which is right over there, and hit the sewer lines, did not pre-trap for rats, and so all of the rats from the sewer lines flooded our neighborhood. I mean, everywhere there's construction, this happens. I happen to theoretically have them way worse because I have all of these places where they can tunnel. So any animal wants food, shelter, water, and a place to raise their young, and that is what I have here. So mostly more to do with an Eden of places to live and way less to do with the fact that we have chickens. This chicken coop, you can see this wire. This chicken coop is completely enveloped in wire. So it's not like I'm feeding the rats chicken feed every day. But if you are a person who feeds feral cats, or you have outside food for your dogs, or if you feed birds, then you are providing food for rats. So this actually might be quite a bit more graphic than I anticipated. Ew, it's not so bad. Anyway, this is two dead frozen rats. That one we're just gonna leave that alone because that's a little bit yucky. So ew, this is so disgusting. Ew. Anyway, this is the size, ew. Ew. Okay, ugh. This is the size of the rat we're talking about. Do you see that in relation to my hand? There were 4 of these over there. I'll say bait that. I put bird seed out so I can sit outside, well, hang out my bedroom window and shoot them with a pellet gun. I mean, how classy is that? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not a farm girl. I'm not like trying to defend my land, although I kind of am now. So this is what I've been doing almost every night of the week because this is the only thing that is being effective against trying to get rid of these rats in our yard. Here is what most people do, and we have contracted with a company, and I am not very happy so far. So here, without mentioning any names, this is a bait box. What I liked about Conceptually, what I liked about the company is they don't use poison. There is vitamin D, vitamin D bait. So if the rat goes in the box, they eat the bait and then they get a vitamin D overdose and die. So there's no secondary poisoning to a neighborhood dog, which I want to be very aware of because that's not something that I want to do. But unfortunately, you don't see any tracks going to this box, do you? No, because why? Rats are extremely intelligent, and if they see something in their area that they didn't see before, they're like, I'm not gonna go touch that, it could kill me. So it's been almost a month now, and we've caught maybe 2 rats in traps like this. Anyway, as you see, this is a rat trail. They just go back and forth and back and forth, and I did put this here on purpose. Ignore that blood splatter, sorry. This activity over here, you can see they're going in and out of holes. Seriously, I mean, my cat could probably fit down that hole. And then you can see the trail, and the trail. There's another bait box that probably nothing happens. They just bypass it and go down these holes. Amazingly, I think a rat fits down that. I don't know what to say. Anyway, this is what's happening. So in case you were not aware, I would encourage you that if you live anywhere in Columbus and you've seen a rat or heard about a friend that has a rat, I'd call the city. They actually have a rat hotline. So I'm going to provide that number in the link to this. Anybody who lives near Sawmill and Hard Road, there is not a snowball's chance in hell that you do not have at least a few rats living in your backyard. So it's just very disheartening, because now here I'm at the end of February, and in just a couple of weeks I'm starting my indoor seeds, and then I plant food everywhere, and these rats are everywhere, and they will wipe my food out, and they're destroying my landscaping. I mean, well, the snow's covering it now, but all these little bits of things were attached to that plant at one point. I don't know what on earth they're doing with this tree, but it's just kind of a never-ending battle. So anyway, pan past the dead rats. We are now, in case you're keeping a tally, we are now at 52 rats that we have killed in less than a year in our backyard. So it's very, very, very frustrating.